Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with the Moon card. This is the card of transitions. I feel like you're on the cusp of a very important change in your life, okay? I think you know it as well, right? This is the first card. It's called the Station. This is how we sort of feel about our life right now. This is where we feel we are. Could be that you see yourself as being in a dark, scary forest, that we're in a transitional period of time. This isn't where we're going to stay. But this is where we are now, and we're working to get beyond this moment. It's the threshold, right? This is the darkest before the dawn. We see that the little solar disk here is just about to rise over the horizon, and it will be daylight, okay? So we're just about to get through this dark, scary forest and get to whatever is on the other side of it. I think you're somebody with an intense imagination. You're somebody with a lot of self-awareness. I think that you can face your fears. Okay. You may have been noticing a lot more dreams lately. I feel like this card is really kind of heralding that kind of nighttime consciousness, or unconsciousness. I feel like it is a lot of vivid dreams, or if you haven't, or you feel like you haven't been dreaming much lately, start writing them down. Set the intention to get in touch with your unconscious through your dreams, and start writing down. Every time you wake up, write something down. Set the intention that you will start to remember your dreams, because there is a lot going on under the surface. Okay, let's put this card into a little bit of context. We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. We have, there as you sort of engaged with your dreams, right? The Princess of Swords. We have the Sun card. There is the sun that's just about to rise over the horizon. Yeah. We have the Tower. We have the Chariot. We have the Six of Swords. Everything is going to get back on track for you, okay? We have the Two of Wands. We have the Star, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Yes, the Ten of Swords is perfect in this position because you're breaking free. Whatever this lunar energy is, whatever this nighttime, nightmare, dark night, dark, scary forest energy is about to come to an end. You're about to experience a release from this, okay? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down over here with Jimbo, the Lizard King, right there on top. I can do anything. We're not going to look at that card until the end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during this reading you feel like you might know what that card is, put your prediction in the comments down below, okay? Let's use our intuition. Now, as we look around the room, we see a really cool major arcana. We see a vertical pillar, right? On the vertical axis of the path of the dove, we see major, major, major. We see the sun is rising to illuminate the darkness, and we will be back on the road. The morning is almost here, and we'll be back on track. We have a tower that disrupted things for a minute, but the dust will settle. We'll see the star, and we'll be back at it, okay? We got fire. Don't have any water right now. We do have our air, a lot of air cards, okay? And we don't really even have any earth cards, do we? I think that, with this little bit of fire, this is like we're not giving up. We're trying to maintain the control, even though we are sort of driving through this chaos, we're keeping our hands on the wheel, We're not letting go and just sort of flailing and lying down or being thrown around. We're trying to do the very best we can, even if we're driving through a cloud of dust and we can't see the road in front of us. You know, we're realizing that we have to just kind of come to a stop for now, that we're not losing control though. And that's the idea here, that this isn't going to derail our lives. This isn't going to completely ruin anything that we have set up for ourselves, okay? Well, let's talk about the second card, position 2, the battle. I think the battle right now is for us to not try to understand why something happened right now. With that tower event in the recent past, as you can see back here, it may be very tempting to try to sit there and ask the questions. Why is this happening? Why did this have to happen to me now? What does it mean? What's the purpose? Why me? Blah, blah, blah. That's taking energy away from us, clearing away the debris and getting back on the road, fixing the car and getting back to it. We can try to figure out later, you know, once we're free of this situation, later on we can figure out, what was that all about? How do I feel about it? Why did it happen? You know, all those questions that we might have. So part of your courage right now is to not try to understand why, just to deal with what's happening. Okay? To find a way to make it through no matter what it takes. And I think having this sort of curiosity right now, asking all these questions and trying to investigate or trying to understand something in a deeper way, is taking our attention away from what really needs to be done. Okay? Who's the older male with the dog? Spirit showing me an older male energy with a dog. Some of that they must be in spirit. Yeah. I'm seeing a Q, a letter Q. I don't know why. Anyway, like I said, it's very tempting to want to stop and ask why. But as we stop and ask why, it is taking away from, it is sort of distracting us from the matter at hand. Okay? So this becomes the courage. We have to have the courage to persist, to keep going, to do what we need to do, to remain solid and firm, and to keep the faith, even when we have no idea why something is happening the way it is, or what it means, or what the ultimate plan is, or, you know, kind of why it's happening to us now, etc. Yeah. Down beneath the surface, though, you see the Sun card. You are the radiant sun. This is the position of your soul, and it is soul in the position of your soul. It is the sun in the position of your sun, okay? So this is right where it needs to be. It shows me that you have heart. It shows me that you do have an unconscious sort of clarity. To me, it does feel like your dreams are revealing the answers. Whatever the questions are that you have, your dreams will help you, okay? But your conscious mind, I think, needs to be on solving the problems, dealing with the aftermath of something, okay, and really kind of taking care of business in order to keep things from going completely off the rails, getting things back on track, okay. This sort of is a card that sometimes shows what we need to invoke, right? We need to be the one to bring about the resolution here, to bring about the daylight. The sun under the surface, well, that's exactly what we're trying to push that sun up so that nighttime can become daytime. Okay, so I feel like you're on the threshold of a very important change here, and we've got to be on the ball. We've got to be paying attention. We can't be distracted about these questions that we might have about this past event, even if the past event was yesterday and you're still dealing with the fallout, right? It's kind of like we can debrief later. Right now we have to just be on top of our game. Okay. The sun is a card of clarity. The sun is a card of a spiritual synthesis. And I think that your unconscious has a strong message for you right now. And I don't know if it's, I feel like you've been dreaming about that older male with the dog. Yeah, and something about the letter Q. This sun card under the surface is, I think it's important, especially in the language of the I Ching, which we'll do an I Ching hexagram pretty soon here. But there is the 1 hexagram 36. It is, it's hiding away the sun, right? Is concealed the light. It's the sun under the earth, right? It is hidden in brightness. So I feel that in a way, your true self kind of went underground a little bit. Like there was part of you that for the sake of making it through this, you kind of had to hide your light. You know, it's like you're in the dark, scary forest. You don't want anybody to know your position, so you have to turn the flashlight off. It kind of feels like that we may have had to really hide ourselves away a little bit just to keep things safe, you know, to ensure that we can make it through this this period of time. And I think now it's time to turn the light back on, okay? Because we're approaching the edge of this forest and things are about to flip. Things are about to, a major upgrade from where we are right now, okay? So we have to get ready to fully activate ourselves. Now I want to do a couple things. I want to do a Divine Doorway card for this lunar energy, for the moon card, because it is a threshold. We have bless this space. Your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like we're kind of banishing all the dark forces, and we're going to invoke all of the good, positive forces. Okay. So I kind of feel that, yeah, we're sort of smudging our life right now, and that makes sense, especially when we're talking about the fallout from this tower event, when we are. We're not really looking for rational solutions right now. We're trying to accept that things are the way they are, and we're trying to do what needs to be done. Yeah. So it's not a time for asking questions. It's a time for kind of clearing the space and getting and clearing the smoke out of the room so we can see the door, kind of thing, right? It's kind of like when you're driving and it's really, really foggy, you don't want to turn your bright headlights on because the light will reflect back to you, and you'll see less. You'll be blinded by your own headlights, right? So you kind of turn your low beams on when you're in the fog. That's what we're doing now. We're turning our low beams on because we're going through a confusing, foggy period of time. Maybe there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of dust in the air. And that's kind of taking us back here to our tower. This is in the position of the recent past. This is the dwarf. It's the card of the karma. It's something that's still affecting you now. It's something that happened. It's an abrupt change that took place very recently. Any number of things. I don't want to go through the list of what this could be, but it's something you were not expecting, something that was shocking, rattled you, and is creating a lot of fallout, a lot of aftermath, a lot of pieces that we have to pick up, a lot of shrapnel, a lot of debris lying around. And we have to try to navigate this debris field, okay, until we can get clear of it, and then we can sort of pick up speed again. Okay, so we're sort of driving very carefully through this landscape because it's still a very volatile situation. I don't know if it's something at work, something at home. It's really hard to tell. There's no water energy here. There's no pentacles either. Water, maybe family. Pentacles, well, maybe it's work. We don't see either of them. So I don't know exactly what this is. Maybe this is a kind of spiritual awakening for you. That is kind of, we're sort of treading carefully right now. We're kind of tiptoeing through it until we kind of get clear of the initial event, and then we can pick up speed and things can get kind of back on track. Okay. But this is a change that we weren't really expecting. It's not something that we invoked. It's not something that we asked for or we could plan for. It's something kind of random that happened recently. Okay. The Chariot card up top is your giant. This is kind of your, this is what really motivates you. This is your sense of purpose. This is the divine energy coming down into your life. This is your vehicle. This is you understanding that you are the vehicle of your destiny, that you're transporting some precious cargo here, whatever your purpose is. And that's why we're driving really slow right now. That's where we're trying to lay low. We're trying to fly under the radar, perhaps. And we're trying to do our very best to get through this situation as quickly but as safely as possible. until we get on the other side, and then the kind of the road opens up and we can get back up to speed. Yeah, to our cruising altitude, right? This card is a card of discipline. This is the card that's saying, I'm in service of something higher than myself, and so I'm going to do whatever is necessary in order to secure the safe passage. Okay. So I think that whatever that tower was, I think right now we're kind of taking it easy. We're going slow. We're not trying to rush anything. We're making sure that we take care of the things we need to take care of. Okay, by going slow, by paying attention, by being devoted and loyal to something, whether it's ourselves, whether this is a physical thing, whether this is a loved one, whatever it might be. We're taking our time, and we're being very attentive. We're being very loyal. We're treading lightly, and we're going slow and we're treating it delicately right now. Okay, but in the future position, we have the Six of Swords. We have the plan, the divine plan. The immediate future is, to me, things are getting back on track. So I think that this divine doorway of this lunar energy, this threshold, the sun is about to rise. So it's kind of like we're clearing the debris field. We're getting out of the fog. Things are going to clarify and clear for you. And you're going to see the path. You're going to see the road. It's kind of like when it's foggy. You got your low beams on. You're driving really, really slow because you can't really see the lines in front of you. Either you pull over and wait, or you just go very, very slowly so that you can follow the lines on the ground and you can get out of the fog. I've had to do that many times. And then the fog clears and you can see all the lines of the road. You can see the signs on the side of the road, you know, the road signs and the speed limit signs and all that stuff. And you can kind of start picking up speed again and get back to normal life. And this is going to be very, very soon for you. I want to do that I Ching hexagram that we talked about. These 64 cards represent the encapsulated wisdom of the ancient Chinese sages. And I know this isn't the traditional way of casting a hexagram, but yeah, it's my show. I can do it. So here is a hexagram for you, 42, increasing. It's fruitful to have a direction to go. It's fruitful to cross the great river. Crossing the great river is the same as kind of like going through the thick fog. Doing the dangerous thing, but it's like there's only one way to the other side of the river, and it's across the river, right? There's only one way to get to our destination, and that's going through the fog. So increasing, right? It says the old Chinese character for increasing shows a pot filled to overflowing. It means blessing and superabundance. Respond with purpose and movement. Let yourself imagine where you want to be, then take the first steps to commit you to getting there. This is how you keep the momentum. Like, again, I don't think we're stopping. I think we're going very, very slowly in order to continue to make progress. And then once the fog clears, we'll be able to pick up speed. This is how you keep the momentum. What would you do if you knew you were blessed? What if there were no limits? What could change for the better? Well, that's kind of where we are with our moon card, right? What could change for the better? Well, our sun, our star could rise. Okay, and we can get our confidence back. We can get the clarity. We can be daytime. It's kind of like you're not so confident driving at night. Right? I'm not either. My eyes are getting dim. I'm much better during the day. So at nighttime, I kind of go slow. I'm a little more cautious, and I take it easier, you know. I don't go as fast or as far as I usually do. During the day, wide open, yeah. And so we're looking to get this confidence back. And if we knew we were blessed, if we could envision things getting better, what is on the other side of this fog, then we're okay going slow, turning our lights down a little bit low, and making the slow progress to get out of this confused, foggy period of time. Okay? And maybe it feels like a dark night. Maybe it feels like a dark, scary forest. Maybe it feels like a period of uncertainty. This is more certainty than uncertainty. Okay, so this is saying that now the path is going to be revealed to you. I think in the very near future, you will feel that a fog is lifting from you, and more of your path is going to appear before you. Things are going to make sense. Okay, things are going to get back on track, and we're going to see it happening. on the path of the serpent, we're going to talk about these cards. And as we do, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Okay? It's very helpful for the channel, and I appreciate that. Your general energy is the Two of Wands. This is Mars in Aries, right? This is kind of a card that's saying, I don't want to slow down. I feel like you're somebody that wants to keep the momentum, but keeping the momentum doesn't always mean going as fast as you can. It means not letting ourselves come to a full stop. So if I have to go very, very slow, that's better than me trying to drive 65 miles an hour and getting into a wreck, because then I will be stopped, right? So if we have to slow down, we slow down. But I think you have there's a need for you to get through this as quickly as possible, whatever is going on now. Whatever this fallout is, it's not comfortable. You don't want to be here. You want to hurry up, but sometimes you have to go slow in order to go fast. To keep the momentum, sometimes we have to slow things down to a crawl to make sure we get through this period of time. Okay? We don't want to stop, but we don't want to rush. Yeah. Now, the card in the position of your environment is the Star. I feel like that's kind of what we're waiting for. It's Aquarius energy. This is Mercury in Aquarius. So I feel that we're looking for the star. But it might be that there's a cloud. You're in a fog. You can't see the starlight when it's foggy out, right? So we're kind of like, we're just going really, really slow, waiting for the fog and the clouds to clear so that the star reveals itself again. And we can see, and then once we see the star, once we're navigating by starlight again, we can increase the throttle and we can move faster on our path. And I don't know if this is, we feel that way generally in life, or if this is specifically a work or career thing or a family thing. I don't know. But right now is a period of going slow because we don't know which way is north. The compass we have isn't working. We can't see the lines on the freeway. You got to go slow. Okay? But this is the confirmation that very soon more of your path will be revealed to you. Okay? May not be the whole thing, but we will have clarity. We will have some certainty. We will be able to see the path and see the road. Yeah. The fear, the worry, the concern, I think, is that we won't have clarity. I mean, that's kind of like, that's what we're, this is kind of the opposite of being in the dark, scary forest. This is like, I have all the answers. And that's partly the obstacle of the battle of the Princess of Swords as well, is, not knowing the answers, not knowing what the future is going to bring, not knowing what the rest of the path looks like. That's difficult for our intellectual mind, for our Princess of Pentacles, because the Princess of Swords wants to know. The Princess of Swords wants to know what the future will be, wants to know what's on the other side of this, wants to see the path and the road, wants to have answers. And this is the card, the worry here, or the fear, the difficulty, is just trusting. Right? Trusting that I'm just going to go slow, I'm going to feel my way forward, and eventually everything will be revealed to me and we'll be back on track. It's sort of like we have a little bit of a hard time having that trust, having that faith. Okay? But what we see with the next card, of course, the Ten of Swords, is that the fog will be lifted. Okay? The Ten of Swords to me is a card of whatever state we're in now, we're getting to the end of it. Whatever the confusion, whatever the chaos, whatever the uncertainty is ending. So this card is about endings, as are most of the tens. And this is saying that we want to get out of what feels like a very restrictive situation. When you're enclosed by a fog and we're forced to go very, very slow, it feels like we are being restricted and limited, like there is a fence around us, a bird cage. This is the card of getting out of the bird cage. So this is telling me that, yes, we will come to the edge of this dark, scary forest, and we will get through this, and we'll see the light finally. And it'll be a relief, right? But this current difficulty is ending for you very soon. Let's look at the mystery card, the message from your guide. This is the higher self, the true self, the guardian angel, the message that's coming into your life from the higher realms to guide you forward. Well, what do we think it could be? Well, I would like to see some water or some earth, I think. But that might just be that might just be me not seeing that here and kind of wishing I had a little bit more detail. But I kind of feel that it's going to be a card of trust. It's going to be a High Priestess. Let's see what we have. Oh, a Six of Pentacles. Okay, well, seems like it's a work thing. It seems like this is a card of success. This is the card, too, of the light at the end of the tunnel. So I think that this is talking about really great blessings. It's kind of like, you know, that on the other side of this fog, what would you do if you knew you were blessed? Well, if we knew that we were going to get to this success, if we knew that we were going to be okay, that we were going to win, that we were going to have a victory, that we're going to succeed at this, we would be okay going slow. I don't mind going slow and taking my time and being cautious because I know that it's leading me to the win, to the success, okay? To me, it feels like this is a work thing or a financial thing. It's possible it could be a card of physical health or well-being for you. Sometimes the Chariot card is about the body, about the need to fortify the body. So it might have something to do with a health situation for you, okay? Or for the older male energy with the dog. I don't know where that's coming from. But I think this is a very important, a very positive card that says things are going to be okay. We're going to win. Things are going to, the outcome will be successful, whatever that means to you in this situation, okay? Now, let's do an extended reading. We're going to do an I Ching hexagram again. We're going to do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Capricorn, usually Thursdays and Sundays. This was a bonus reading. Be sure to watch both of your other readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.